I'm Kitu Kasungwala. I'm one of the interns on the Encounters 2021 Experience and Festival. And it is such a great honor to be joined by Mirabelle Freville. Freville. Freville, oui?
Oui, ton français est très, très bon.
Merci beaucoup. I did French in high school, so this is a great opportunity for me to polish it off a little bit and m'essayer un petit peu. She is a really great, passionate creative. You have a keen eye for bringing such brilliant realism to your work, and it's so admirable. I'm just curious about how you first encountered the reel itself that the film is based on. Where did you first see it? How did you first encounter it?
I'm a director, but I'm also a researcher. I'm working for historical movies, documentaries. I'm searching pages on a lot of subjects. And so sometimes I must go to some country to find footage. And I was preparing a movie about blood transfusion. And I was in Washington, a very, very nice place. It is NARA, National Archive of American, or you can see lots of movies from the beginning of the 20th century until now. And you can see it, but you can see it on reel, not on video. It's not a numerized movie. It is in the pellicule. And I was see a lot of reel, and some. I don't know why. When I order the morning, I order a lot of reel to see it all the day. And one reel was not for me. It was on my desk by mistake. So I beginning to see the reel, and I discover something I was not ordering. Sorry for my English. It's not perfect.
No, c'est parfait.
And it was not at all what I ordered the morning. It was a very bizarre reel, and we see only it was in color. Much of the movie, the reel I thought the morning was in black and white. It was in color, very nice color, Kodachrome, incredible color, and it was a sign on the wall. Sign of blood, sign of comment on dit, crack, trou, hole on the wall. The cameraman shoots something of a house who have suffered.
Suffered. The English is gone for me too. I'm sorry.
Okay. And it was very bizarre, on the wheel avant Adams. I understand that it was in hospital, and it was in hospital after a war, And some of the first image after you saw some people, with very was blissy
bombs explosion.
Yeah. And it was very bizarre. So I don't understand why I see this image. And very, very quickly I understand that it was shot on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So I discovered this image. I was very bouleversée. I was I was like
revolted and and the skin on your hair was standing up. It does give you that kind of feeling as well. And so how did you choose to approach then using the work? Did you know immediately I'm going to do something with this?
Not immediately, but very, very, I hope to do something, because I am against nuclear power. I was in association against nuclear power since sometimes. So I think quickly I want to do something with this reel, but I didn't know at times that I will be alone to do it. I didn't know if I will do a short or long feature. I did not know if I will be only writing a movie and take a director. I did not know at all what I do, but I want to take this will to say no to the to make a militant movie to
Yeah, to
say
make a stand.
that's it.
Okay. And I think you did that so powerfully, you know. And so once you decided that you're going to begin to do something with this reel, that found you quite by accident, and I think it found you perfectly because you know your how you treated the reel and how you brought it to us in the world, and I believe that many more people will see this film. um it was just something of serendipitous magic. And so when you decided that you're going to begin to work with this reel and do something with it, how was your process? How did you decide to approach it?
Alors, donc, as I said before, I didn't know if will do a normal documentary, a historical documentary, if I meet historian to explain the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
So I think about it. I read a lot of books about censorship in American censorship on nuclear effects at this time. And I found a lot of people of nuclear in Japan. I tried to contact people to know more about what's happened after the war in Japan about the nuclear. And I make an approach, historical approach, okay? And very, very quickly, I think I don't want to have historians who speak about this. I want to feel people, what I have when I discovered the wheel. So I imagine to make an experimental movie, you know, with not so much speaking, and only the can translate what feeling I thought on what feeling people who have been filming in the wheel can feel, you know. So voilà. Donc very, very quickly I said no, not a normal movie, enfin normal,
Yeah.
not a movie. So I decided to go to Japan. I have some money from a foundation to go to Japan, and I have I want at the beginning to have the voice of Japanese people speaking in front of the image. So I met a lot of people in Japan, some ibakusha who were a child when in 1946 on the Guanshin of Imbakusha. I have a little computer and I show them the bobbin, you know, to make to have their reaction about this. And it was too difficult reaction. The people were very upset. They didn't know the wheel, and that was very. It was not so. It was too strong for them. So I decided to forget to have the voice of Japanese people and have only experimental movie sound, you know, to make hear the radiation of nuclear power, but not. So it was more I advanced, more the movie was simple, you know. It's just explore the wheel, make me hear the nuclear in the wheel. And after, to be more powerful, I had the idea to add a real propaganda hill, American propaganda hill on nuclear, just after the wheel, to make the comparison between what the Japanese have been ont vécu and what American people have totally censorship the effect of Hiroshima and don't tell the world what's the effect of nuclear bomb, and was hiding for 6 or more years. But,
sure. And the I don't know, your artistic eye as well, because I can see what you were talking about exploring the real itself. And you know what struck me was the image of the little child who was looking to and fro, and the color coming and leaving. And so what why did you choose that image? Maybe let's start there. And why that image?
Uh, the woman who,
Yeah.
because I think it was so strong, you know, and to
Mm,
make her more lively, you know, is to, the idea is that sometime I interfere in the image, not all the time. The
mm,
wheel is 19 minutes. The wheel is 19 minutes. I only keep 14 minutes of the wheel, and I want to transform a little, you know,
mm,
to make me more proche, near the little girl, you know. And to be near the little girl is to
oui.
interpret a feeling. So we try with my editor. My editor was very important in the film. It was even with the people who make the sound, and I try to do. We play a lot of things with this image. Sometimes there are 4 images of the little girl, but it doesn't work. And we put it in black and white. So we like a painting, you know, like a rough after you add. So it was a lot, sort of, I don't know, artistic feeling to interpret the footage, not to
Mm.
let the footage like it was, but to make more impressive.
It was very impressive. It was magnifique, and impeccable. So how long with your editor, how long did it take you to then get to a point where you're like, c'est prêt, it's ready?
En fait, I worked for during 1 year on 4 times,
Okay.
4 weeks. 1 week in January, 1 week in April, 1 week in September, 1 week in December, because my editor and me have a lot of work, you know, and we have
Right.
not so much money. So we decide to do it as we can. Sometimes we
Mm.
did work. So it was very interesting because it's not, it was very separate time, but it was very good because we do something for 1 week and after we stop for 3 months. I think about it. We sit together, we have 1 week more. So it was 4 weeks editing on 1 year.
Sure. And you know, I was very moved by it, and I think you've done a masterful thing with it. I know that a lot of your other work, like L'Or Rouge, Légende
Mm.
Sonorée, oui,
No?
they're all very reality kind of driven documentaries. Do you see yourself maybe venturing into something a little bit lighter in future?
I don't understand. Can you
Um,
repeat?
Quelque chose a little bit less grave et touchante comme this one, and you know, a little bit away from actualité. Mm.
Yeah, I'm very close. I like photography, painting. I'm a lot of visiting exhibition. I'm very admirate people who make some abstract work, you know, in cinema, like cinema experimental. So I was trying this sort of film. I never did before, but for me it's a more fun. I like all sort of cinema. I'm very
Oui.
open to lots of documentary fiction, etc. But I think experimental is up there because it's the most difficult on when it's good, bien fait, made good.
Mm-hmm.
It can be so strong on the without too much speaking, you know, only the image. So yes, it was the idea to do this, but it was the first time for me. But I love to do it.
So you'll be doing more in future?
I'm not sure because I have another movie preparing about in France during the Second War. The German people, when they occupied the France, forbidden all people to do some photography, to do painting outside of their home. So for 4 years, the people can't do photography if they don't have an agreement for German people. So it was forbidden for 4 years. So it will be more in history, I think, a historical film that perhaps if I can do with experimental mise en scène, I will use it. But I don't know. I never, when I begin a movie, I never know how it will be. Short, long, documentary, experimental fiction. I don't know. I prefer to have a subject like that and to do what is the best thing to make it. Like if it's better to make a photo or a painting. It's different form, but it's the same object. But what it will be the better form for this.
And that's how you can just hear that you are an artist through and through. It's always about what's best for the work. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for chatting with us today. How can everyone stay in touch with you, maybe follow you on social media to see what else you're working on and just keep up to date with your other work?
I'm not too much social media.
Oh, that's fine.
No, but I have a blog, you know, with an association, but I can write the name and give it, because I can't say it in English.
You can give it to us in French, that's fine.
Yeah, enroulibre.eu.
Ah, okay. And for all of our French-speaking viewers?
Yeah, for the French-speaking, enroulibre.eu, you can go to my blog.
And please, you can comment on the Q&A and put it in English for the other ones so that we can all follow the blog and see what you're up to. Thank you so much.
I'm very happy to be there. To be there. No, I will so much be happy to be in South Africa during the festival. But I'm very, very happy to have been selected in your festival. It's I like Africa. I'm very. Voilà. Merci.
Oh, merci à vous aussi. We are so honored to have you as part of our lineup. And everyone at home, thank you so much for tuning in today. And I would like to also thank all of the sponsors and partners of Encounters Festival. Remember that Encounters will see you everywhere virtually. Please do log on to our website, www.encounters.co.za, to find out more about this year's festival lineup, so that you can find out about our social media pages. Please do follow us and then keep up to date with all Encounters related news. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again soon.